Are you by chance eating less carbs because you're afraid of going high blood sugar? Well, I've been there too. We tend to restrict. We think we got to cut back. We got to monitor our plate because we don't want to kind of sabotage the result of blood sugar. But this really points to a bad relationship with food, specifically carbohydrates, because carbohydrates are not bad. Even those of us with type 1 diabetes need carbs. We really do. It's good for energy, it's a good fuel source, and it pairs very well with the protein and fat that we need as well. So, what happens when we have this relationship with specific foods or wanting to undereat, and specifically carbs? So, when you undereat, our cortisol rises. Our body feels like it's in a stress mode. So, it's hanging on to calories. This can backfire because we know how cortisol just points our blood sugar up because it's holding on to that insulin. It's not releasing insulin in a efficient way. So that will definitely backfire. And then we tend to overeat because again, if we're not eating enough for say breakfast and lunch, and then dinner time comes, and then we're ravished because we didn't get enough calories and good sources of fuel throughout the day. It increases our insulin resistance because, again, the fasting trends that are happening right now, the eating less, reducing carbs, it's putting stress on our body. Again, midlife women, women over 40, even within the hormonal chaos, we need carbohydrates. It is an important part of the plate. So it does increase insulin resistance when we are reducing it to that level. We also lose muscle because, again, if we are eating less, we tend to be eating less protein, and protein is so important to maintain muscle, keep us fuller, keep us more satisfied, and it's an important building block for the whole body, and it helps with insulin sensitivity over time. Now, the hormone factor, estrogen, this declines as we're getting older, unless you have brought in hormone therapy, and that is whether or not that is part of your strategy plan right now. We still have to understand and recognize estrogen's impact because with that low level of estrogen, our insulin resistance will increase. So, and this undereating will worsen our metabolic stress and our ability to maintain a healthy weight. So you see the vicious cycle. When estrogen is low, insulin goes up. We might be gaining weight, so we're reducing our food, and then this just turns into just a hot mess. And it doesn't serve the body, and it doesn't serve or help a woman as she's aging with diabetes. So a smarter strategy, things you can do and start right now, is to eat protein first meals, balancing the carbs with fiber. So that is the complex carbohydrates, the fruits and the vegetables, loaded with fiber, which our body needs. We need to be bringing in strength training, keeping the muscles strong and active, and to adjust our insulin thoughtfully instead of restricting food. So instead of having the fear of that sweet potato or maybe a half a cup of pasta, find ways to bring it in to balance it with the plate. Again, if we have the vegetables with the fiber, with the protein and the fat, that is going to mitigate what the body does and how it processes the carbs that are containing in, say, the potatoes and the pasta or the bread, whatever that looks like for you, whatever your favorites are. But don't restrict. Enjoy what you get to eat. Pair it well. And the reassurance is that you're fueling your body. And these foods are not the enemy. It's how you decide to bring them in. Have a good relationship with it. And this fear-based restriction can often backfire unless we can sit, understand, and again, change how we're thinking about the foods, what we want to eat, how we want to bring them in, and how they will benefit your body. Visit below right here to purchase my book, Highs, Lows, and Hormones, and also to listen to episodes on this topic on the podcast Type 1 in Midlife. Learn more about our Type 1 in Midlife Coaching Circle, where we talk about all these things mentioned today. Be sure to follow the show and share this with other women who need this reassurance just like you do. Great day.